Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely,
But I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Adrien Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
What up? Welcome back, world. Hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used. It is your boy, Nestor Gibbs. We are back with another episode. Not spontaneous. It's Sunday, Crow Day. So anybody that picked whoever the hell Gilberto fought or
Romero
sides, you know, you guys are in for some crow pie. We're going to serve it up for you nice and hot. But we have a lot to talk about. The biggest news is Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Ass Juice Joshua, as the public calls these people. This is not me. This is just me telling you what the public perception is. What are the trolls saying in the comments? Well, no more Povetkin, no more Ass Juice, because they both signed up to VADA. Yes. Yes.
Head movement.
Talk about good head movement, dodging the allegations of being dirty. This is a perfect move by Alexander Povetkin. We'll talk about it, give you all the details later on in the show. Then we got to talk about Oscar De La Hoya and his super duper huge announcement, secret / I think we know what it is. Details to come. I don't know if we're going to like it. Maybe an old co-host would have liked it, but I don't know if we're going to like what this alleged rumor is. Then we got to talk about the junior welterweight. Not only is the division hot because of the WBSS, the World Boxing Super Series, and how they're going to have their own junior welterweight tournament with Maurice Hooker and Regis Progras. And I don't know if Alex Saucedo was going to get in it, but last night he looked very good I can't say very good. It was a war with a journeyman and the guy retired. So I don't know, but he lives to fight another day. He went in a war. People are calling it round of the year or fight of the year. And, you know, we'll give you everyone's details on that a little later. You know how I feel about these whole fights of the year things. And then we got to talk about Gilberto Ramirez, and we left him for last because he put us all to sleep with his points decision of Roamer Alexis Angulo. It was, uneventful. Or as ESPN says, so that you can't point the blame at me, keep calling me by, Dan Rayfield says it was lackluster. So that's what we're going to be talking about here. If this is something you're interested in, well, then you know what to do. As you jump into the stream, hit that thumbs up button, because TBV is what? Damn near a 24-hour station. We're back. It's Sunday, and we're giving you another show. So hit that thumbs up button as soon as you jump into the live stream. Don't forget to share this on your Facebook, your Twitters, your IGs, wherever you can share it. Let the world know that TBV is back and we're live. Let's head on out to our co-hosts all over the world.
I want smoke.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, most vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Tippy. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
Yeah. TTV fam. Sunday show, and we ready to talk about testing, VADA testing, and also Oscar De La Hoya and his big news, which to my co-host, I still don't know really what the big news is. So looking forward to talking about that. We had a hell of a round of the year candidate with Zappa and Saucedo. I know you guys were really excited with that round, and can't wait to see what you guys got to say about that. And obviously, the one of the main event cards of this weekend, Mr. Gilberto Ramirez versus Roamer Alexis, which to me, I got to see another side of Saucedo, so I can't wait to get in it, chop it up with Nessa and my main man from the UK, Rob.
DiBiase Productions.
BJ was gonna beat me, then yeah, you predict it's gonna be
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Why isn't Wilder sold out 90,000? This guy has been pro for like 8 years, 9 years. If Wilder wants some of his work, you can definitely get it on ASAP.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're 25 away from 76,000. So tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, and we're creeping very, very close to 60 million views on the channel as well. So thanks everybody for the support. But yeah, Joshua and Povetkin signed up for VADA, so you know, maybe that makes some of you happy. I don't know. Prove a few things to maybe some people, but
makes your job protector a lot easier, right? To say, hey, my guy signed up to VADA.
Which he has been, by the way, since the Klitschko fight. So I've been doing some research.
But he's been in and out, so that's suspect too.
Yeah, why would they?
Yeah, but because he gets in and out all year round testing from UCAD anyway. So
I know, but we already know, and I'm saying I
don't believe you. You need more people.
I'm glad that he's part of VADA though. However, I think that this is kind of like a moment where some of that whatever dirt that anybody threw during the Joseph Parker fight and stuff kind of, you know, he kind of cleans it up a little bit with this.
What dirt did they throw?
Well, you know, during the Joseph Parker fight, you know, Joseph kind of said some shit, you know.
Oh, Joseph's team. Yes. Yeah, that is very true.
So, you know, this is looking good for my man AJ. So I ain't hating, you know, I'm always promoting for a clean sport. I'm a real big fan of the WBC clean boxing program. So I got no beef with this. This is good. This is good for the sport. And I guess Alexander gets a little redemption in all his bullshit he's been involved in. So kudos to the fighters keeping it clean.
Yeah, I'll just finish up my opening intro. No. What else was the news? Oh yeah, Oscar De La Hoya's his Instagram post, you know, looking out as if he's contemplating life from his infinity pool. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Obviously, some of maybe Nez has got some ideas on what this is, or some of the callers, but we'll see. And yeah, as far as fights this weekend, there was some exciting rounds. You know, I've heard a lot of round of the year so far. There was some good fights this side of the pond as well. John O'Carroll was in a absolute great fight. Jack Catterall had a really good fight against a guy that was like a foot taller than him and stuff. And Conlon, some have said not that impressive and stuff, but yeah, Zurdo Ramirez, from Zurdo to Turdo, in my opinion. Yeah, that was lackluster and not that impressive. I know he boxed him well, but he got wobbled up a couple of times. But yeah, we'll talk about it. Nez looks busy, so why don't we talk about it?
What you want to talk about, Rob? What out of these topics got you? Are we gonna do the rundown? You want to talk a little more about the AJ and Povetkin thing? I mean, they've joined the the VADA program, and I mean, usually the VADA program tests 8 weeks, right? During the fight. And you know, to me, that's one of the strongest testing because I guess that's where it matters most. That's where, you know, any drugs taken could have the most impact in a fight. So I've always been a big fan of that. I understand that you like Wakata and stuff like that, and they have, you know, yearly testing and all that. But like, you know, who picks those dates?
I mean, but Okada, we only know them for famously catching who? Tyson Fury, that's it, right? Like, other than that, I mean, VADA has caught everybody: Berto, Peterson, fucking Povetkin, freaking man. Who just popped? Warchek. Alexander Warchek when he tried to fight Wild.
Who caught Molina? Did Molina got popped some? Eric Molina?
That was us. That was UCAD, right? That was UCAD, yeah.
That was UCAD.
UCAS stepping it up.
But
at the end of the day, like all shade aside, this is a great thing. This is a great thing because there's plenty of people out there with their assumptions and their speculation and, you know, oh, they want this, they want that, you know.
Yeah. I think so. Like, I think if people have already decided AJ's juicing, that's it in their head. It doesn't matter what he does. And probably the same for Povetkin. He'll always be the guy that popped 3 times. And AJ's the one until caught, if he is doing it, is always, you know, for certain people going to have that suspicion over him. But you know what? These guys fucking work out. Joshua's obviously always gets labeled the bodybuilder and the weightlifter, and he looks the way he does. People think he's got there, maybe not, you know, legally, but you know he's in the gym a lot and doing it. But whatever,
like it's not legit.
I mean, you got a guy who was part of VADA for the Klitschko fight, and then he leaves, right? And he leaves the VADA programming. And I know he's not WBC ranked, right? Ness, he's not in that ranking.
Oh.
So he avoids the clean boxing program. However, the WBA has a program too, right?
So does Earl Spence. Just to be fair, as an American, so does Earl Spence.
But the WBA has a program, and he's a part of that. So, I mean,
the alleged program that we never seen roll out.
Yeah, AJ by the WBA, but like I said, you know, there's so much to be said and talked about and theories on you know, AJ and stuff like that. I mean, you know, look, Earl too. There's a lot of fighters that have been, gotten stained with that, you know, and
really this is the best way to lift that stain, that assumption, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of since like some of the tweets came out that AJ and Povetkin have signed up. And I've seen comments, people saying, "Oh, for someone who wants to unify and become undisputed, he only signs up, you know, in and out. He drops in and out." But then I saw a reply said, "Errol Spence talks about unifying, and yet he's not signed up." So it is what it is. But at least they're doing it. They're both doing it.
I mean, but what is the point in those double standards? Hold on, really quick. I want to shout out Fugatti. And let me see what we got here to give. We usually give out like coins, right? When somebody just say, get your Mario Brother coin on. Fugatti with the honorable mention coming in, and he's like, great start to the last show. He loved that we came out with the belly quote on that last Wilder show. And you know, when the dude is like, is the Jamaican, the dumb original dumb dada. You want bum o'clock with me? You know, so you know, Wilder was done with that offer. So it's like, you know, and you know, he thinks he's a fucking Celestii or whatever. So, really quick, I want to introduce, I don't know, what are we going to call him and shit? There's so many mics in the world. Right? We don't want to call him Magic Mike. That's for sure. It ain't Magic Mike. But we're going to introduce one of our, I don't know. We got to see how tough his skin is, right? He says he got tough skin. We see how is he going to stick around? He's not even going to show his face yet. We're going to see how the world reacts to a new host, you know. And send your resumes in. We're taking on new people. But Mike, let's see if you got everything under control over there. Are you ready? Are you with us?
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh, you sound perfect. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. I like that start. So obviously we're talking a little bit of Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin and them signing up to VADA. But before you give us that, tell the world, I guess, who you are and you know, introduce, right? So they don't know, like they don't just like hear this voice and like, who the hell is this Mike guy?
Well, my name is Mike. I ain't gonna give you my last name too yet. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, but I'm living in Indianapolis right now, and I'm in college full time. I go to Purdue University. I major in finance. I graduate in January, and I have a 7-year-old daughter. That's about it. Nothing.
Damn, you don't want to get a last name. He gave you the whole back for info. Okay,
yeah.
So anyway, man, talk to us a little bit about this first topic.
Well, with the Joshua and Povetkin, I mean, we all knew it was going to happen. And with the VADA testing, I don't know how strict VADA is, but with a repeat offender like Povetkin, I believe they should be testing him at least once a week, if not twice a week, because he might put the fight in jeopardy by doing things that in the past he's done with Bermain Stavern and Deontay Wilder. And we let's not forget that Johan Duhaupas had on track shoes when he got knocked out because he took the fight on 2 days' notice.
Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, the question mark's definitely, you know, hanging over Povetkin every time he fights now, right?
Well, definitely.
Absolutely.
Now, Povetkin, how many times has Povetkin been popped by VADA or any of the governing organizations? I mean, it's somebody mentioned. I took a view at the list of people that weren't in those programs. Let me see. You got. Oh yeah, but you know what? This is only for the WBC program. Derek Chisora, Jarrell Miller. Those programs.
What are you reading there?
The WBC release updated list of boxers who failed to enroll in the clean boxing program.
Oh yeah, there's tons of guys that don't get in.
That's what I'm saying. There's a whole bunch of guys not in there.
Look, the thing is that you never get this testing thing right because it costs so much, and who's gonna pay for it?
Is that what we're facing right now?
Of course, it's not like we have a governing body that's taking care of all these fees. You know what I mean? VADA and WBC are doing what they can and as much as they can, but you know, it costs money, bro, to test all these fighters.
I mean, can we argue the fact then, and that's one of the reasons why some of these fighters, such as maybe an Earl, isn't involved in these programs? Maybe just, you know, kind of avoiding the those fees.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if it's going to cost people money just to be in it for like all year round, if you signed up for it, you signed up for it. But obviously, if you're going to have a fight, and in Errol's case, if he wants to unify, he's going to have to enroll for you know, for that moment in time to be in that fight. So I guess some are going to duck in and out, and some are, I don't know, want to just prove to the world that they're constantly signed up and they're clean throughout. And that, I mean, I don't know how much VADA does. Do they do out of competition at all?
I mean, they mentioned just them doing that 8-week. I think now the program is doing the yearly testing now all year round. I think they just recently adopted that. But I don't know. I don't have no idea how long that's been in play. But
right.
Usually it was the 8 weeks before. And, you know, now thinking about it, you know, these two guys are fighting next. And, you know, we talk in the talks of Wilder maybe facing Brazil. I wonder if Brazil's enlisted in any of these programs, and if he's going to be VADA tested.
Well, I'm sure he would have to be, wouldn't he? If he's going
to
be fighting the champion of that.
Is Dominic Brazil ranked in the WBC, Ness?
Of course,
yeah,
bro.
he's like 4 or something, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna be ranked, and he's definitely being tested. Anybody in the top 15 WBC rankings are being randomly tested. Now, how many times they've been tested since VADA started, we don't know. So let's go on to topic. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, and I'm just mentioning the other organizations, the IBF, the IBA. No, I mean, are they involved in any of these programs, or have they adopted any of these clean boxing programs? You know, because, you know, the WBC and the WBA are not the only belts. You know, they have other champions in other divisions, and Joshua's holding the belts in the IBA and the IBF, right, Robbie?
WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBA.
And IBA. So, you know, those organizations don't have those programs. So I'm just looking into the future, what happens in the future. But go ahead.
Let's just call it what it is. I mean, most of these sanctioning bodies aren't invested in cleaning up the sport. I mean, you have the UKAD over in the UK, which in my opinion, they do the best job at it. But in the States, we have like 50 different commissions with 50 different set of rules. If they could come to like some kind of agreement, like a governing body that tests these fighters regularly, then it would be a lot better, because most fighters aren't tested until they are in competition.
Well, I don't know if you want to go ahead and talk about this big news already, which I still am not aware of. I've got little ideas in my head. I've read certain things on Twitter here and there, and it's like I still don't know what's going on. There's like a couple of things that could be happening with Golden Boy, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna just speak guesswork.
If I don't talk, you guys, come on, drop the ball faces.
Now,
let's go. Oscar De La Hoya came out on Twitter or Instagram. I mean, all of you guys know this. We're in the pre-pro every day. They get on air and cats got their tongue. Rob, so what are we talking about? So you telling me you didn't see the sexy photo of Oscar De La Hoya showing you his bare back in his fucking infinity pool?
I don't know about sexy, but
overlooking his own shoulder. He's overlooking his own shoulder like he's in a fucking Mexican Corona commercial talking about take me back. And he's like, big news coming. What's the actual sentence there, guys? Help me out here.
I mean,
Louise, drop the ball, my co-host.
Man, I don't care what y'all say. That little poster was clear as hell.
What was the actual quote?
I thought the news was coming out tomorrow. Isn't he making this big announcement on Monday?
Yes, but what's the actual quote on the fucking Instagram? Drop the ball, guys.
I'm getting it, but go ahead, Mike.
Louise.
I said that that poster was player, man. I mean, the pool view with the LA backdrop. I mean, come on, man. That's life right there, man.
It says, when you're thinking about a huge announcement Golden Boy is going to make on Monday, what do you think it is? Hashtag game changer, hashtag love boxing.
All right, so there's a few things, right? As far as us collectively, we've thrown a couple of ideas back and forth at each other in the pre-pro, and it was some sort of boxing MMA combination. Golden Boy and Dana White allegedly making striking a deal. Is what I'm being told. Few people saying that. A couple of corresponding tweets. You got Ronda Rousey congratulating one of her fighters from One Management who just got a victory on a Golden Boy card. And there's been mention. Obviously, we remember Dana White saying he was trying to make a power move. Maybe he figured it was a little more difficult than he thought, and he wanted to link up with a boxing guy. Buy or sell this narrative that's out there that De La Hoya and Dana White are joining forces to make I don't even know what it is. I'm not even happy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Before I pass the ball, anything boxing and MMA, I'm not happy. Don't mix that shit. I don't even get it. I hear that they're, I guess they're trying to mix the two crowds and try and hope to, I don't know.
Well, have a competition.
Convert. They're looking to convert. They're looking to put on an MMA card with a boxing card so that an MMA fan likes boxing and vice versa. But I don't see that working, bro. I see fights breaking out in the fucking stands like football players. You know what I mean? Like Eagles versus the Raiders or some shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time somebody thought about, MMA fight, and I don't know what that is. Maybe
I just don't see. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Doomy.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a big fusion that's going on, like you said. I mean, I would have thought Dana would have ran with Al Heyman after them doing that first fight with McGregor and it being, record breaking and so huge. So, I mean, for Dana just to switch over and go to Golden Boy, I don't know. I wouldn't see it.
I mean,
he did come out publicly. Sorry, Mike. I don't know if you were going to jump on that. Will you? Let's see if we're in.
I was going to say Dana came out publicly and said he was never going to work with Showtime again.
Oh shit! Look at fucking Mike on the ball.
But the thing is, I don't see how Oscar De La Hoya helps Dana White in any kind of way. Like what can Oscar bring that Dana doesn't already have? He has a bigger fan base.
But if Dana's trying to
no. Wait a minute. What Dana doesn't have is HBO days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but he
doesn't have an HBO date. Now, if Dana could strike a deal, let's get real hypothetical here. You guys want to get fucking hypothetical? Let's do it. Let's go deep. We're gonna jump into fucking now. The DeLorean goes into the future. What goes into fantasy?
Yeah,
we need Peter Pan right now because we have to make some fantasy shit up, right? Because if Dana White hooks up with HBO and Golden Boy, You know what could happen, right? Come on, Matt. Come on, Rob. Damn, I called you Matt. Oh, I miss my boy. Where's my sad soundbite? Where's my sad soundbite? What? Rob, come on. What could happen if Dana White and Oscar De La Hoya unite? Come on. I feel like Jerry Maguire right now. Come on, Matt.
Show me the money.
Fuck, he done it again. He done it.
That's it.
You know what it is? That's because I just had a conversation with him before the show and found out officially that he's no longer coming back. So that's what happened. So come on. Tell me now, Rob, what could happen? What's the biggest possible thing? Doomy, check the chat.
MMA on HBO? I don't know.
Okay. You're almost there. Come on, Mike. Help
McGregor.
Canelo versus McGregor.
That's Mike. Mike.
I mean,
that's
obvious. Man.
Mike is
obvious, man.
That's fucking right. Now, look, I don't know. Do they do it pay-per-view? Obviously,
absolutely.
Obviously, they can. But what do they do first? Why does Dana need Oscar De La Hoya to put McGregor on HBO, regular HBO first as a regular boxing fight? Maybe beat up a Paulie on HBO. Then the Canelo fight. You know what I mean? Maybe.
But Dana White has ESPN though, man. I mean, ESPN has.
Yeah, but you can't make a Canelo fight with ESPN. You need HBO and Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Bob Arum is not on HBO. He been left. It's over for him. He ain't putting nothing over there. He trying to buy Heyman fight. He said he want to buy Jarrett Hurd and Jamel Charlo and put it on ESPN. He ain't trying to go to HBO.
I mean, this just might be Oscar De La Hoya, going over to the MMA pool. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to have Dana.
Is that what the pool was? Is that what the pool was? The MMA pool?
The MMA pool, he's diving into that, and I don't know.
I hope he's not, because he's wasting our time. Like, we don't care as boxing fans about MMA. Like,
I'm just going to go on record. I'm going to go on record
that he wanted to make the Tito Ortiz and some other guys fight like a third or fourth time. So that was his big announcement.
What's that old dude's name? The dude, right? He's like
Tito and somebody else, man. I can't think of the other guy's name.
He shouldn't be fighting that old guy. Nah, not down. The other one that he looks, he's Irish. He's Irish. Shamrock, right?
He's gone, bro.
Hey man, shout out Ken Shamrock, man.
He was De La Hoya bringing Shamrock out of retirement.
I'm just going to go on record. If this is us waiting for Conor McGregor versus Canelo, sign me out. I'm not interested.
I don't even think that's it, Robbie, man. Come on.
No, I'm just saying. No,
I mean, I'm not arguing with you, but like,
no, you are. You say, come on, Rob.
No, because you're not the one who mentioned it first. Ness did, and it's like,
but you think it's too late? You think they should have struck right immediately? Like what? I think it still could happen. I think Conor's still a draw, dude. You don't do five.
Well, he is a draw, but it's kind of like after seeing him against Mayweather, like who truly wants to see that shit?
Yeah, but
against Canelo, a stronger fighter.
Mayweather beat Canelo. It ain't the other way around. So it ain't like people gonna be like, oh man, Mayweather lost to Canelo, so you know he losing the. It ain't like that. So McGregor has more of a shot.
Yeah, but Mayweather's not special because he beat Canelo and he beat McGregor. Therefore, McGregor's got a good shot against the guy that he beat.
That shit don't make sense.
Yeah, but
McGregor ain't a boxer.
Listen,
if McGregor, go ahead, Ness.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if McGregor get his ass in the ring with Canelo, it's gonna be an ugly, ugly fight, man. He might hurt that boy really bad.
Exactly.
Listen. Canelo, right? Excuse me. McGregor lasted what? 10 rounds with Mayweather. In the MMA's eyes, in the MMA fans' eyes, they're like, "Yo, he could probably beat Canelo." That's Mayweather, the best in the world. He's best in the world. He's TBE. But yo, he lasted 10 with TBE. Come on, how many people won't believe that shit? We talking
about Mayweather was at the strip club 7 days a week doing that fight. He was at the strip club every night, counting his money, looking at all his strippers, you know what I'm saying? Went home about 3, 4 in the morning, got up, you know what I'm saying, trained for about an hour. Then he rolled out to the fight on Saturday.
Yeah, he done
in like 10 rounds. And then he made a bet on himself that he was going to stop him in like 10 or 11 rounds, and he cashed out on that too.
Who knows, man? Dana White has a show where he goes into these different different promotional companies that are in MMA throughout the country, and he's garnering a lot of new talent. So maybe Oscar's coming out with a new show. You know, where they're going out there garnering new talent because, you know, another thing he mentioned on his Twitter and on his Instagram is that he's looking for the future. He's looking for fighters for the future. So I don't know. Maybe there's a show coming on. You know
now,
I mean?
that's a good idea, though, maybe, because Dana White has his own show called the Contender Series.
Yeah, the Contender Series, yeah.
If they could do that for boxing, that would be kind of
come on, Mike. We already got a contender coming out. Brandon Adams, who was on Bucksino, he's gonna be on. There's a few guys gonna be on, and no big names, all C-level guys, and that's what you need in those type of things so they could build the name. But we are getting our own contender.
I mean, now the Contender is that like is that just fights or is it?
It's just it should be this premise of the last one.
One question is, did they stop making fast food restaurants after McDonald's?
Never.
No.
They did. They made more, right?
Yep.
So they're gonna make another show.
Thank you. There we go.
That's what I'm saying. We are getting another contender this season.
But is the Contender like a reality series type of thing? Because
the same way it was the last time. It's just updated.
Okay. I don't think I really saw
my emails. I got a bunch of emails about it already. Like it's a couple of guys signed up. Like I said, Brandon Adams.
But these are guys that are signed up. The way the Contender series goes for Dana is that he goes to this different smaller MMA promotions and he scouts fighters. He just pays for his tickets. He's in there with his two buddies and he goes in there and he scouts new talent. So it's like if there's a show that Oscar could come up with maybe, and you know Dana's maybe having something to do with it, where they're scouting new talent, going to these like lower venue, untelevised shows, and maybe doing something like that. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm excited now to see what the hell Golden Boy is coming out with because it could be a couple of things.
This is not on the Golden Boy thing, but this is on the Contender series. Middleweight Michael Moore will appear on the upcoming season of the Contender, the highly anticipated 12-episode season from the MGM Television and Paramount Television will premiere on Epix August 24th, 2018 at 10 p.m. Eastern. Damn, I don't got fucking Epix, bro. That's whack. Moore is from Cleveland, Ohio. His record is 15-1 with 7 knockouts. He's 31 years old. See, it's no different than like when Ishe guy was in the Contender. But that's one guy, right? Then I know that there's another, man. Brandon Adams, I believe, signed up. I know.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Is that show already pre-recorded?
Ah, man, it sounds like it. Probably not.
I think Ward said something about it being pre-recorded. I mean, did he? I don't know. Maybe not. But I know Paulie.
Check it out. I got more info. Sorry. Got a message here. Hosted by undefeated boxing champion Andre Son of God Ward, the first of its kind competitive documentary series for the network will feature 16 fighters pushing their limits in a grueling elimination-style fights and testing their grit and determination to achieve their boxing dreams. The fighters will be overseen by legendary boxing coach Freddie Roach and renowned Philadelphia trainer Nassim Richardson. The Contender takes unscripted TV to its grittiest. So unscripted has to mean reality. It has these incredible professional fighters and real professional fights, the edge of your seat drama, true stories set in tone that our audience will be expecting and love it, said Mark Burnett, president of the MGM Television. So, yeah, man, we got more quotes here, but whatevers.
Message.
Oh, shit, I got more names. Oh, it's dope. Ivan Hitrov, who you know he lost to Emmanuel Lean. Ivan, the Ukrainian Lion Hitrov, age 29, ranked number 20, hometown Brooklyn, New York, a Ukrainian immigrant Olympian. Ivan Hitrov recently relocated to America to pursue his dream of boxing, becoming a world champion, whatever. We know that. He's fucking trained with Andre Rozier. La 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 la. So Eric Babyface Assassin Walker, never heard of him. Age 34, ranked 68, hometown, I don't even know, LA. Ooh, incarcerated at 15 years old and spent 14 years behind bars for robbery and attempted murder. Yo.
And you never was a thug, you's a working nigga.
Huh? So Eric Babyface Assassin Walker learned to box while in prison. He is now fighting for the second chance at life, living proof that it's never too late to live out your dreams. Shout out to motherfucking Eric, baby. I'm following your story from here. Oh shit, look who's possessed. I got a soundbite for him. Hold up. Hold up. Oh shit. Yo, I'm excited that you guys. Uh-oh. My batteries died. Batteries died on the mouse. Uh-oh.
It would be nice if we could see the list too.
Oh, my man from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, fucking John Apollo Kid. Now, you know, remember
Brick City.
In the Bucksino tournament, he made it pretty far, but then he got knocked out. Who did he get knocked out for? Matter of fact, he won a title and he lost it in the UK. Rob, step up. Rob, who did John Thompson lose his title to in the UK? Oh my God, who was it? I remember watching that fight. I even wanted to put money on it. And you know what channel played it?
It's Liam Smith.
BN Sports played it. Damn, my fucking mouse is there.
Liam Smith.
Let me look.
This little tournament got me excited.
Liam Smith, yeah.
I don't know this guy, Malcolm the Punisher. Damn,
Malcolm McAllister.
I perforated my P's right there. It almost popped. Or I mean, it definitely popped and exploded. McAllister, he's 27. Damn, talk about fucking I need help. 172 is his ranking. He need this tournament. This is gonna jump him up right here. Sheesh, he's from Long Beach, California. Step it up, Info Joe and motherfucking JP. I better go check this dude out.
Speaking of rankings, shout out to David Haney for being ranked number 15 by the IBF.
True. I posted that on IG today. He's coming up on that IBF. Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter. You know, he's always called out Easter. I want to see if Mikey beats Easter. Is he going to be as adamant to call out Mikey? Because Mikey would be now continuing to prove that he's super badass if he beats.
You got Shane Mosley Jr. in this show too.
And Brandon Adams. Now Brandon Adams is gonna go far. Now I hope they don't make Brandon move up to 160 because Brandon was always best at 154. When he moved up to 160 is when he lost to Willie Monroe Jr.
Is Shane Mosley Jr. the guy that lost on the Pacquiao undercard when he fought Jeff Horn down in Australia?
We have the box right there. I don't know.
I mean, just quickly check. You carry on.
I think so.
Shout out to Eric Cruz on the chat. Don't get it twisted. There's only one super chat king. Hashtag prove it. Okay. All right.
I thought B. Pauly was a super chat king.
I don't know. I think we got a battle for the king of the throne here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's up with my mouse. I changed the batteries. Acting out. I'm about to be mad right now.
I said you got to give it some cheese.
I was about to say the same shit, Dooney. It was corny as fuck though. So I did.
Fuck it.
I'm surprised I didn't either. I thought I would have said that too.
Here's some peanut butter.
Rob, you the one line king. You say whack.
Yeah, I usually got better ones than that.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, at least Doomy's trying. I mean, and so is
Mike. He was trying.
Mike is either a step behind us or right a step in front of us with everything.
Yeah.
Fitting right in.
Doomy was trying in the pre-pro, trying to tell me that this was the first time Joshua had done VADA, but you know, a little bit of research.
I delved into it, and you know, he's playing hopscotch, so cut it out.
And the only reason I would ever be a step behind is because I just lapped you guys.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if we're not gonna talk about Oscar and his super secret plan, which he might be announcing tomorrow,
talked about it a lot.
What's up with my man Gilberto Ramirez yesterday and his performance against Roamer Angulo?
Snooze fest boy.
He got hit a lot though.
Yo, I wonder if they're gonna pull him back now. Because he's calling out champs, but they ain't gonna put him in with no fucking. They ain't gonna put him to unify. I mean, maybe he could beat James DeGale. I think right now James DeGale has looked so old, he probably could beat DeGale. But you know, DeGale's just been in there with better caliber fighters, and maybe he could pull it off. But DeGale had a tough one with Badu Jack. He had a tough one with fucking Lucien Boutte. He had a couple tough ones, man.
He got a tough one coming up too with Uskitagi or whatever his name is.
Oh, hell yeah, Jose. Oh, yeah, he might not make it out of that.
I'm trying to tell you, man. His uncle hit him with bare knuckles with a ring on, and he didn't go nowhere. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah. When he caught the ultimate left hook,
man.
Yeah,
he went nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
I mean, he went. He's just gone 24 rounds of Truax, right? So I think the best of the Gale is past him now. I don't think he needs any of these problems.
I mean, look, man. Let's get it. Let's first of all look into who the guy that he fought is. Roamer Alexis Angulo, a guy that I hadn't heard of really until then.
Got some pop, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Working, I would be playing. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, I didn't know him, but I started liking the fact that he holds some power. What I didn't like is that he just shelled up too much and didn't let loose enough, because when he did land those right shots or left hooks, he had like an odd left hook. He would duck down and throw it overhand. It was weird. He was a weird dude. And I can see where Gilberto Ramirez might have had some trouble kind of figuring him out, especially when, he's just exploding with these bombs. And I think the power, it really caught Gilberto off guard.
Yeah, he wobbled him a couple of times, right? But he recovered pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
So maybe a little chin test there that he seems to have passed, maybe. Because that kid had got, I think, 20 knockouts out of 23 fights. So
yeah, and he was undefeated too, right?
Yeah.
You know what? But when you start,
hold on. Julius Undango had knockout power until he fought Terrence Crawford. Like, yo, you can knock out people, just like the UK fans like to say. Wilder fought 40 bums. You know what I'm saying? So like, who the fuck are the 20 knockouts that this guy had? Gilberto probably doesn't have a chin if he's already getting hurt by unnamed dudes.
I mean, even though it was awkward for him, and this guy Angulo, you look at his resume, it doesn't really look so much as good on Gilberto Ramirez if you really compare the resumes, because who has he fought? I mean, some of these guys are like, they have crazy records, man, like the guys that Ramirez has fought. So how do we kind of level? What level do we put Gilberto Ramirez in? Because he like Ness said, he's calling out champions.
I just hate playing the resume game in boxing, man, because we all know that fighters fight fighters that are not on their levels to build up their resume. I mean, to build up their brand. So
definitely,
we can go down any fighter resume and say, hey man, you ain't fought anybody. I mean, that really doesn't matter. Last night, what Angulo showed was he can go 12 rounds. He has a good right hand, and he showed that he can hurt Zordo. And Zordo came out on top, though, but it is what it is.
I mean, Ramirez, resume ain't that stacked, and he's got 38 fights, It's not, packed with, he's took out every, I know he's what is he, 38-0 now, but it's not exactly star-studded either. But so I guess he's reached a point where he has to maybe look to unify, but I'm not sure I fancy his chances.
And was it just me, or did Zerto look like he was like he looked like he was like 190 that night in the ring? I mean, he looked pretty big.
Yeah, but this Angulo is small, right? The face off is about 18 inches in it. It looked like to me. Baby Rigo in there.
I'm saying though, like he looked like he could be the size of Callum Johnson, Rob. I know you know who that is.
Yeah. He did definitely did look big, but
Top Rank needs to ensure that he wins, bro. No different than the opponents of fucking Oscar Valdez. I bet you we'll see Zurdo versus Jesse Hart again before we see Zurdo versus any champion.
I mean, he called out Benavidez. I don't know.
Benavidez got Andre Durrell problems. Not that it's a problem, but he's tied up. You know what I mean? Before anything can happen. Plus, Bob Arum was already trying to sign Benavidez. So I find that fight to be difficult now because you just tried to steal a fighter from Stanislav Lewickovic. I just don't see him sitting down at the table now to do business with you.
No, probably
and
not.
Rob, have they made that final for the WBSS super middleweight yet?
I think we find out this week coming. So awesome. I think it's early September. I think it's going to be. So
they pushed that way back too. When it's supposed to be in July.
Yeah, it was all because of Groves done his shoulder in the Eubank fight, right? So I think the fans all came out because there was rumors that Eubank could step in for that final, and the fans came out in force and said, "No way, great, it should be the two guys that made the final," and they eventually made the decision that Graves would.
So, what do you think is next for Chris Eubank? Staying at 168 or going back to 160?
I think Eubank should go back down. I just don't think he's.
Me too.
He's not big enough for it. He just. I don't think he's good at the weight. He needs to go back down. But yeah, obviously, Ramirez has called out all the champions, but all the champions are busy. So I can do that.
I bet you, Bob can probably get him a Chris Eubank fight, and that would be good for him. That'll be a high-profile fight, and a winnable fight. Because they're both wide. They're both wide. Eubank could win because Eubank is a little more active. But Zurdo looks like he punches pretty hard.
They both come forward too.
And looking at another on the flip side of things for Zurdo, I did get to see him really boxing, especially when he got hurt by Roamer. I got to see another side of him. So even though I'm being kind of tough on him, because I did expect him to kind of finish the guy. I didn't expect the fight to go 12 rounds, but I actually got to see him box. I actually got to see him be very careful. He was fighting on his back foot, and I got to see different gears on him. So, even though, like my man Mike says, sometimes, don't look at the resume. Styles makes fights, and I'm a big fan of that too. But unfortunately, sometimes they judge by the resume, and it is what it is. But I did get to see other sides of Zurdo in this fight, so that was good.
I mean, you say he hits hard, but from 2015, he's gone UD. Then he did get a TKO against Habib Ahmed, and then UD again.
Yeah, he's not really a KO guy. And he punches hard, but he's more of like a TKO stoppage kind of guy. I wouldn't deem him a Wilder kind of guy. You know what I mean? Got that knockout power.
2013 was his last actual knockout.
Damn.
So.
Now the guys he's calling out, those are the guys that got pop. So, I don't know if he's ready for any of that. He was shaken by a guy like Romer, who's like shorter than him. I mean, the guy punches.
Let's be real. I mean, who y'all take, Gilberto or Benavidez?
I mean, yeah.
Me too. Benavidez. Gilberto or what's his name? The UK guy, George Groves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Groves might get it, but see, Groves is on borderline old, man. But he just beat Eubank, who was young. I'll probably still give it to Groves, but he's also coming off injury. Again, Gilberto hits hard. Groves is old. That's a tough one. I don't know, man. Groves has the skill, but is he still durable?
And he would be big. He's big at the weight as well when it comes to fight night. He's huge.
Boy, he was way bigger than Chris Eubank.
Yeah, man. Definitely. So that would be an interesting fight for sure. But obviously he's got to get past Callum Smith first. But yeah.
I mean, the only person that I think Gilberto would probably beat is James DeGale.
You may be right. Yeah, you may be right.
Just because James DeGale been through some wars, like Ness said, man, that Badu Jack fight took a lot out of him.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion.
And a fully, at his best, DeGale shouldn't be going 24 rounds with Truax. I know that's maybe a bit harsh on Truax, but DeGale at his best, I think we've seen the best of DeGale quite a long time ago now.
You can't really say that because the only people that Truax really lost to was Jermaine Taylor, James DeGale, and somebody else. I don't know. So what now?
Daniel Jacobs knocked him out of round, I believe.
Daniel Jacobs. I mean, that's not a bad list to have.
No, true. Yeah, no, I didn't mean it as like a slight on him.
James Taylor lost. In all honesty, like if he was good, he would have beat Taylor because Taylor was on his way out at the time, and Taylor used that win to kind of show relevance. And it wasn't much relevance because at the time Truax was unknown from Minnesota. No real wins on his resume, and he always had that slow fighting style that you see. So, Taylor, again, Lou DiBella hooked him up with that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean it as a slight on Truax. I was trying to say the best James DeGale, I think, should be beating, most
I mean,
in the division.
you say that, but who is the best James DeGale? We seen him lose.
I get what Robert's saying, because I remember before DeGale, went into let's say the Washington. I fucking hate that I ain't got no mouse. The Washington D.C.
Armory.
Yeah, with Lucien Boutte, he was on the top. We thought he was one of the best. He was laughing at Chris Eubank because Chris wanted a fight. He wanted a rematch with George Groves, but he was also laughing at Groves, like if he could keep his title. So
I mean, every time I seen James DeGale fight, he had the same kind of pattern. He starts off fast, then he starts to fade down the stretch. Every single time.
True.
But yeah, maybe I was just a little high on DeGale. Rated him, but he's just been in too much wars, and he looks a shadow of his former self now. And I don't sort of fancy him in a lot of big fights anymore at all.
I'd like to see Gilberto Ramirez up against Jose Uzgadi. That'd be a good fight for him.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to wait because Ustadjigi is busy. How you Honduran saying Uzgadi? What the fuck?
What does me being Honduran have to do with that?
You're Latin. He's Colombian. You should be able to pronounce.
Man, that fucking last name ain't looking Colombian. I'm used to different shit. That shit look like it's Russian.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw dude's name, I thought it was a car.
What the fuck is that? He Italian? What's up?
Looks like a Wi-Fi password, right?
Oh, shit.
Yo, why won't my mouse connect? This is ridiculous, bro.
Call Tom.
Call Tom and Jerry.
Yo, it never does this. Normally, you just switch the batteries, whop it in, and it's over. No, not today. Not today.
I know that everybody probably wants to talk about that year, round of the year candidate fight.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Which happened yesterday, and it was like,
I like it, man, but I'm just not a fan of people blocking with their faces, man. Come on.
It was a slugfest. It was a slugfest, man. It got into it. I mean, I thought it was real brazen of Zappa to, just try to give it his all and finish the guy, you know what I mean? But, I give more props to Alex to actually weathering the storm, staying disciplined, and really, really, really like, staying in there, man. He was getting clobbered for a second. I thought he had me worried.
Now he's the mandatory for Maurice Hooker's belt, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been a little bit of talk on social media, Twitter and stuff like that. Even Regis getting into the mix of things. You know what I mean? So I know that for a fact, Alex Saucedo is going to be in a good position after this fight.
Is he going to join the tournament? That's what I want to know. Or is he going to be like the guys Regis is talking about, a.k.a. Jose Ramirez, saying everybody good is in the tournament?
And you mean the WBSS tournament, right?
I mean the World Boxing Super Series tournament.
All right.
40 pounds.
They have 3 of the 4 belts going into the tournament, I think. I believe. I thought Hooker was supposed to be in the tournament for sure.
I think so, but I thought I read something that it's still unsure.
Yeah, like he kind of changed his mind or something like that.
Yeah, so
you know why? Because Bob Arum offered him that Alex Saucedo top rank match on ESPN.
But even still, though, I mean, he's gonna get like 1.5 for like the first fight.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's bigger money in the tournament.
Yeah, for
Bob
sure.
ain't paying him no 1.5 for that fight, unless he wants that belt. Unless he want that belt. But after last night, I don't believe in Saucedo. Saucedo might not even beat Hooker. Hooker's way taller. You know what I'm saying? He could. I'm not saying that he does box, but he could try and box. Because fuck, he wasn't looking too good versus that Warren guy. What's the guy he fought from over there from Frank Warren's guy?
Flanagan.
Fucking mouse, bro. This is BS right now. I don't get it, bro.
How you having mouse problems right now, dog?
But say what you want about Flanagan. He was undefeated, and he was a champ at 135 too.
Yo, fam, I wish I had a mouse so I could tell you who he fucking went undefeated versus, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, Eddie Hearn explained the job of a promoter the best, bro. Navigate your career. They navigated that boy away from anybody fucking that was a threat. His biggest threat was Diego Magdaleno. Come on, bro.
But yeah, this that tournament could be lit if it's if they all go in there, all the bouts can end up in there. But obviously Josh Taylor and Prograis are in there. That should be the final in there, I'd imagine. And that is going to be a great fight.
If they don't get picked off, I seen that in the pre-pro, there's an announcement that the IBF mandatory Jason Maloney will be taking part in the World Boxing Super Series as well in the bantamweight tournament, and he will be facing IBF champion Emmanuel Rodriguez in the.
Yeah.
I wish I had a mouse just to say, who the fuck is that guy? And then right after play, who gives a fuck? Yo, what division is bantamweight? How many pounds? 126?
118.
118, man.
The potato chip one that you love so much.
Yo, 126 is so much sexier. That's featherweight, right? 118. 118 was only good when it was like Rigo and Nonito. Nonito was there for a little bit. I don't even.
That division is on fire at the moment, Nez.
Really? Who is in there? Is
Inoue, Ryan Burnett, Inoue, Tete.
Inoue. Who the fuck Inoue for? Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, you guys were
the killer.
You were building up the fight between him and Roman, and Roman got picked off, and he still ain't fight whatever this guy is, runs in kite. You know what I mean? So like, who'd he really knock off? Who's Inoue built this? And I don't watch that division, so educate me. Like, who'd he knock off? Help the casual listeners that are listening to this right now. They just stopped running. They dead mid run. They're like, what the fuck? We talking about 118 pounds. Ness, take control of this. But no, Rob, you take control.
Jamie McDonald.
Jamie McDonald. And Jamie McDonald's biggest win is fucking the not even. Did he lose one and win one versus the Japanese guy, or lose them both?
Man, we all know the resume hunt is a rabbit hole.
Nah, it ain't no rabbit hole when it's the truth.
Come on, man. Like you just said, Oscar said the best way to build your fighter is to match him up right?
Yep.
And until you get them to that certain level, to a world level, they're going to be fighting people that they should beat, right or wrong.
Just correct me if I'm wrong. Jamie McDonald's the dude that came to America and had 2 fights, right? Versus like the dude with gold hair from like, I don't know, what's the politically correct way to say whatever, I don't know. He's some type of Asian, right? He's like Asian Oriental or something. I don't know where he's from, so I'm not trying to offend, but isn't that the guy?
Asians, right?
Isn't that the guy that Jamie fought?
Shit, I don't know, bro.
Heyman signed both the brothers. Come on, help me out, guys.
Tomoki Kameda, he fought in America.
Yeah, there we go. Jeez, Lil. And you guys say, I don't know about the division. You guys are fucking out of control.
I don't watch it like that, but I do. Like, I mean, I watch boxing, so I'm going to check it out.
So it's Rob's fault. He's the one talking about, Ness, the division's on fire at the moment.
Yeah, because
I'm looking at the division this is the first time I'm really like
Mike, is Inoue, does Inoue look like an absolute beast?
Man, he's the goods. Real shit. He's the goods.
Who'd he beat?
Oh, Ness, stop trying to find
He only had
holes.
like 11 fights, and he's like a 3-division world champion.
Okay, who'd he beat?
When it goes down to 115 and 112, I don't know who he beat.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
But he has the accolades of a 3-time world champion, 3-division world champion.
Yo, all right.
He beat Adrien Hernandez for the
box rack. Turn it. Nah.
Sorry, you haven't got your mouse working and you can't do it.
I know.
Yeah. He won the WBC light flyweight title against Adrien Hernandez. He then won the WBO super flyweight against Omar Narvaez. Did he already have the loss when he fought him? Did he already have the loss? And I bet you wasn't his loss to fucking Omar Narvaez. No.
Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez only losses against Inoue.
I mean, that tournament will be competitive, though. They have Lazoni Tete. They have Inoue, and what's
Ryan Burnett signed a match on. He's not getting in there.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna say yeah, he is.
Did he already? Did he already announce?
They have. I believe they have all 4 belts, right?
Yeah, Rodriguez is in there as well.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be like have
announce his entrance. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Okay, you look it up with no mouse.
No mouse. Fuck.
You've got a phone. Come on, you got a phone there.
Shit, I can't work like this. I can't get jiggy like this.
I'm pretty sure 99.9%. Right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Did the Zone already announce WBSS on their network?
Not
yet. Not yet.
Not officially, but I think Eddie Hearn all but confirmed it. But Eddie
Hey, Rob, I got a question for you, Rob.
Hold on, before you get that question, let me just say this. That means that Ryan Burnett hasn't signed yet. I bet you. Google it. I don't got no mouse.
All right. Do some work.
But anyway, with the question, Rob, does Cal Sauerland party hardy, man?
Yeah, he started up.
Because every time he does like a interview, he looks smacked.
Oh, he said, "Does he fuck man. Like, does he fuck with that white girl?"
Hey,
yeah.
Every time he looks smacked every time he do an interview, bro.
Yeah,
he do look like a smack DVD for real. And then why do they always get him in those poses, those weird poses? There's like a Facebook forum that always has him in the weirdest pose with his face.
Yeah, man. He's pretty. He likes to party. Let's put it that way.
Shout out to him though, man. He a good dude.
Yeah. He's, I mean, this tournament. I know this first attempt at it has come. Had its hit road bumps and hiccups along the way, like US TV and different. The both finals.
I just don't know why HBO won't pick up that tournament. I mean, they don't have to spend like any money with like production. And you guys are not like putting out like a whole lot of boxing, so that partnership would have been perfect for them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I hope you guys get obviously Gassiev and Usyk.
I'm gonna get it anyway, bro.
Well, you know what I mean. But some kind of US TV would pick that up, but and obviously Groves and Smith would be
maybe Showtime. Showtime been doing a lot of international picking up fights. Like they picked up the.
Maybe if Richard Schaefer would have allowed the networks to buy individual fights, that could have been happening. Because think about it, Showtime, because of Mayweather's investment, they would have invested in this final so that they could start introducing Tabiti to the division and to the network by having at least the undisputed match. But no one wants to pay a bunch of millions to a promoter to air one fight to make them popular, and then they turn around and end up on another network, a la Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that at one point ESPN there was something close to being signed for the finals, but I don't know if that went any further. I don't know, but
it's funny you say that because usually ESPN3, at least last year and the year before last, would pick up a lot of international fights. Hopefully, now that they got this boxing ESPN app 2 plus whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. This is like I can't do nothing, bro. I can't even. Like half the screen is covered too. By the way, I see half of Rob. It's fucking.
Is it my?
I got like all these windows open, so I it's bullshit, man.
You literally.
You got my good side though, right?
Yeah, I got the good side. Yeah. I got the side with full head of hair.
Oh,
Your
really?
good side is behind your head, right?
I'm gonna start combing that shit over.
So what's the next topic? Because I can't even find it.
I mean, how would you get into? I was just gonna tell you should just turn off your computer or go to the settings.
Dude, if I turn off the computer,
I know.
I mean, do we know if that Adrien Broner deal is like legitimate, or do we know if it's like
we don't, but you know what's funny? We talked about it a little bit in the pre-pro, and the fact that Mayweather's daughter was in there and had like an emoji of hearts and
He replied something like "Little Sister Forever" or something, didn't he?
He replied and Little Sister Forever with more hearts, and she liked it. And then you got TMT Zone, Richardson Hitchens, saying, you know, like congratulations and son about money. You got a couple other people that are like fighters, bro. So I'm like, I don't know. You know, it just doesn't make any financial sense to me. You know, 50 million, that means 10 million a fight. It just doesn't make, unless Floyd and Showtime have gotten so desperate that they're going to give, I don't know, Broner like 4 easy fights to build up to a Floyd comeback, which still doesn't make sense, but I guess would make money. I guess it would make money. Now, that's me reaching. Because the 50 million just doesn't make sense. But keep in mind, Rock Nation gave 55 million to Cotto.
And Floyd did just buy a $19 million watch. So he's not making the best decisions with his money right now.
It looks into Mr. Finance.
Was a joke.
Yeah, man, he's about to give out
that might be my screen
advice.
name, Rod, right there. Thanks, Rod.
Yeah. Floyd, if you're listening, hook up with Mike. He's got all the financial information and advice you will need.
I mean, I don't pretend to know what to do with 19 million, but buying a watch won't be one of them.
Yeah, a watch is a watch.
I can't even justify some of these guys' car payments, bro. Like, I don't see how these dudes driving around in mortgage car payments. It's like, you're gonna pay a mortgage for your car. You better be living in that motherfucker. That shit better come with a sink, a shitter, everything. I want a crap in there, everything, brother.
Better come with a girlfriend, I'll tell you that.
And I don't want it to look like an RV either, just because I'm paying mortgage for it. I don't want it to be a driving house. It still got to look good. Like, I remember that one-seater. Didn't Floyd buy a one-seater? It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Really?
One seat is a bike. You don't get a car that's a one seater, right?
That don't sound right.
There's some expensive shit out there, man. I mean, look, you've seen a $19 million watch. That doesn't even make any sense. Not to mention, let's get back to that Broner shit.
That shit icy.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy a $50 million fighter there, you want a better one than Broner, right?
I don't know if you guys want to talk about Conlon at all. I know.
Yo, our AP says he sent the picture of Gervonta Davis's tweets with Drake, right? So then it's someone in the comments. I don't know who the hell is this in the comments, but it says, "Good to see you and Floyd on good terms again." No, good to see you on good terms again with Floyd Mayweather. Makes me believe the Adrien Broner deal is real. So Gervonta replies and says, Adrien Broner is cap. So I need all my Baltimore people to tell me what the fuck is the slang definition of cap. Because
I've got my
That mean he capping, bro. I mean, he flies to me.
He fraud?
He flies you.
Well, I've got my ear to the street. No cap means no lie.
Oh, so no lie means you ain't lying.
Maybe.
Because in the street, like Ebonics, when I be like,
yeah, no, it's no lie. It's no lie.
Hey, Doomsday, fucking Mike knocked out Triple G. No lie. I'm not lying. So I don't know, but we all different. Like, I'm from the East Coast, but so is Gervonta. But Baltimore is considered East.
Nah, it's definitely no lie, cuz that's what it is.
Again, I don't even want to believe this because I don't want to believe that somehow Adrien Broner would, after 4 losses, and I bet you no one without BoxRec. See, I wish this was like an audience show and we could really give out shirts, because I wish I could say right now, like, first person to tell me who Adrien Broner won all 4 of his titles from gets a shirt. But I know anybody could just easily use BoxRec for that. But without BoxRec, no one fucking knows except for Paulie Malignaggi. Who'd he beat? Who'd he beat for them belts? But he's a 4-division champ. He about to get 10 mil a fight if this is real. Whoa.
Yeah, when I got a whiff of
it. God is good. I just want my blessings. I'm telling you.
Theophane one? Was it? Was that one of them?
I don't even know, bro. You tell me. I'm telling you. I mean, you got to be beyond hardcore to remember the types of names he's won those belts from.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the first belt on HBO was like Rojas, maybe. I'm not even, and I'm a hardcore, and they call me casual. Ha! But I was the one giving all the information at 118. Where's my fucking?
Let me look at that.
I got batteries in here too. Maybe I should. No, I can't switch them because it's turning on. It's going green. I don't get it. I think
maybe it got disconnected.
No, it definitely got disconnected. But listen, this doesn't come with a plug-in keyboard, so it's supposed to just change batteries and connect.
So let's just say hypothetically that Floyd did offer me a 5-year, $50 million contract. What are those 5 fights?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't even see it. How you giving this man $10 million to fight Ashley Theophane too?
Nah, I don't know what that.
Because listen, a $50 million deal, like if he loses, is he guaranteed 50 mil so he could lose 5 times?
Maybe.
Who could Broner beat like on his level, right?
Maurice Hooker.
That's not his level, but
I mean,
all right. But if you want to do that, so like Floyd gives him that fight and gets him a title, okay. But how does he recoup 10 mil?
It's tough, man. I mean, that's why I don't believe that he made that decision, because he just spending money for no reason. Then,
yo, I'm getting messages from
who he fighting, Jeff Horn?
I'm getting messages, man. Jeff Horn might put it on him, bro.
Yeah, Jeff Horn going to headbutt the shit out of him.
I'm getting messages from the pre-pro says no cat means fronting. Cat means he just talking. So,
like I said, I thought he was flogging. Flogging means he's not telling the truth.
Okay, well there you go.
Fuck.
Oh, he's stunting out there.
Yeah, exactly, man. He out there capping, bro.
So he out there double meaning this shit.
He out there perpetrating the fraud, but why he got Floyd's daughter all in it? She 18 now too,
and that's the big thing about it, right there, man. Like,
why would? And remember, she always comes out to defend her father. Oh shit! Since we talking gossip and boxing, Devin Haney posted a picture, and you brought him up. That he's number 15, and he's on the hunt for the Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter winner. But I'm not sure because I know he called out Easter a long time ago, but he never talked about Mikey. But he is a little tough guy. Getting back to the gossip, he posted a picture on top of maybe a Ferrari or Lamborghini. Those cars are too expensive for me to know the true meaning or name, but my best friend would, not me. I'm not into all that shit. I drive a Honda. That being said, exactly. That being said, he's posted a picture in front of on top. He's like sitting now. He's like standing on the like the door of his shit. Like he's like on top of the seat somehow.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Go to the IG, right? So under the comments,
that Lambo,
Black China's like, "Hi, baby," with the heart.
Don't do it.
Let me
don't do it.
No, but wait, damn! I wish I had my fucking my mouse because here's more gossip. Black China was already thrashing the homie. Remember Ray J had the show? She fucking the homie. Guess she already fucked Jay Leon Love. So it's like, damn, after smashing Love dipped off on her, and Love is now married or kind of like engaged, or his girlfriend is first lady from Mayweather Boxing. What's her name? I don't know it either.
Bad Medina. Oh.
No, what the fuck? That's his girl. Nah, I don't know the first lady, whatever her name is. She barely.
I have no idea.
Floyd don't give her no fight. He need to let out that contract, bro.
So someone put someone said say goodbye to that 19-0.
Yo, Black China posts and deletes pic of boxer Devin Haney.
Hey, Ness, I do apologize, man. I know this is a boxing show, but shout out to LBJ joining the motherfucking Lakers, man. How about that?
I don't even know who LBJ is.
Yeah, that was
LeBron James, man.
He's talking Swahili right now. I don't know what that was.
Oh, damn. So she posted the picture, but she also deleted it. But he posted it too, though. So she must have reposted the picture on her shit, but she deleted it. But then she out there. I mean, look, I ain't on front. Look, I'm Haney. He was 17. I'll thrash all day. I don't care. He just better not be a fool like Tiger and Rob Kardashian. Strap up so you don't got no child support. You feel me?
Yeah, it's just that one. It says, say goodbye to that 19-0 record. China about to fuck your whole life up, bro.
Oh, that's a comment? That's
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man, that's some shit that you can do without, Devin. For real, for real.
Oh, for real, for real.
Yeah,
That's for real.
I mean, she got a track. I mean, she has a track record, bro. I mean, shit.
Yo, but look, this that day and age though. Let's keep it real. Like Kanye was all that in a bag of chips. He done fell off because he married a porn star. Then you got Drake getting a baby by a porn star. So if he fucked Tiger, I mean, if he fuck, it's like he fucked Tiger if he fucked China, but whatever. You know what I mean?
But I mean, Kanye West porn star is bringing in damn near $100 million a year, easy.
True. But at the end of the day, everybody fucked Kim Kardashian. Like
back to back.
We all fucked her already. I fucked her in the UK.
Yeah, whoa.
No, everybody GB'd her. Stop playing. She been naked her whole life, bro. Like, we met her naked. Like, that's how I got introduced, was her and Ray J. I never seen nothing Kim Kardashian till she made a porn tape with Ray J. And it's like, oh, word? Who's that? Oh, shit. Then all of a sudden, her name is Kim. Like, I didn't know her, and you didn't know her either. Don't act like
I really didn't.
Kim K. This is Mike. I do not endorse anything that's just said.
Yeah, like he was
for real.
What did okay, just like Broner's titles. Who did he win them from? Who was Kim K before all that? Like before
she was the daughter of the O.J. Simpson lawyer.
That's right. She was. That was her other claim to fame.
Absolutely.
Right. That's the showbiz section finished with. Back to Adrien Broner quickly. I don't know what's with BoxRec at the minute, but they've got it as suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission indefinitely. I don't know what.
Yeah, but everyone is suspended on BoxRec. If you check Wilder, he's suspended.
Yeah,
everyone's suspended. I think that's a new glitch. We talked about that a few shows ago.
I think the New York Commission has like a 90-day rule after every fight that you can't fight in their governing body after 90 days.
Nah, it shouldn't be like that. It should be every 90 days. If you got knocked out, you got to take 90 days off. But if you won, you allowed to fight.
I think they said it was like a tough fight too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is up to the discretion of the commission. I won't lie about that. You know how they are. But it legitimately is supposed to be every 2 weeks, and you can get a fight.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah, as long as you got, your fights are in between 2 weeks.
Wow.
And
Ray Robertson type shit.
And it wasn't crazy, but I mean, check people's record. You see people fighting like every month, every 3 weeks. Haney went to fucking Mexico and fought a bunch of times.
Hell yeah, he had till he was 16.
Anybody catch the Rashidi Ellis fight?
I saw that. That kind of let me down because he was talking all that big money shit.
Yeah,
he could not
talking shit though, ain't he?
I mean, the face-offs were real exciting.
I mean, the face-offs. He was calling him a band the whole time.
What was he calling them?
A band, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, hey, I wasn't familiar with that acronym.
Hey, that's why I'm here, dude. You know what I'm saying, baby? That's why I'm
calling him a band.
He's my translator right now.
He said use a band, and all that
for real.
All that talking and no finish. I actually thought that Rashidi was going to be able to outspeed him, outbox him, but Alberto kept a nice close guard, worked the body. And it made it difficult. And I kind of saw Rashidi towards the end kind of getting tired a little bit. I don't know if you guys noticed that too.
Hey, Rob, can you help me out with that guy's name that fought on the Cullen undercard? His last name is Carroll.
Jono, yeah.
I mean, to me, he had to fight. I mean, the performance of the weekend.
Yeah, he's good. He's always in some good fights.
And he was not only putting the pressure on, he was dodging hits, he was moving his head, he wasn't using his face as a shield.
Yeah, that's right. No, he's I always enjoy his fights. He's always in sort of some real good like tear-ups, and it was this weekend. It was Declan Garrity. It was a good fight, right? You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
It was on ESPN Plus, right?
I definitely enjoyed that fight. Yep, still on there too.
Oh, cool. Yeah, people go check it out. It's a good fight. John O'Carroll.
There's a couple other fights that we need to talk about. Michaela Mayer.
Yep.
We got to start covering her. She's coming for that Katie Taylor spot, huh?
Who else? Who else fought last?
Talking about her and Katie Taylor in about a year, maybe on a headline or a pay-per-view, some shit. You know how Bob is.
How many fights has Michaela had?
I think she's 5th or 6th, something like that.
Okay.
She trains with Gabriel Flores Sr.
Yeah,
Are they going to try to fast track her to like a world title?
I don't think so, but she looked good last night. But I mean, it's so difficult. But at least we have more and more women to speak about. But it's so difficult. Like, if you think I don't know the people at 118, how the fuck I'm gonna know these women? Especially because she was fighting yesterday. The way the girl was like trying to avoid punches, she was so flat-footed, but trying not to be flat-footed. Like her lead left hand was always extended but low. She was just getting caught with right hand after right hand. The 1-2 was the simplest combination Michaela could use, and I mean, Florida a couple of times, right? It was more than once, I remember.
Yeah, it's tough for women to find like decent opponents, man.
Yeah, the pool is a little lighter on the women's boxing. There's not, I guess, enough or many contenders.
Did you guys watch any of those on Top Rank undercards? Because Trey Lippy Morrison, the son of Tommy Morrison, was on there. He fought a guy that Brian Bo McIntyre fought. Bo Mac, the trainer of Terrence Crawford, he was commentating and he was telling us how he fought the guy, and that guy Pollan actually beat Bo Mac. And that guy Pollan or Poland or whatever his name is, he fucking looks like a fatter version of Butterbean. He beat Bo Mac because Bo Mac says he hit him with a right hand and he thumbed him in the eye. His eyes started crying. He was like, he realized right then and there, like, that's it, I don't want to fight. So Bo Mac pulled out the fight. So Trey Lippy Morrison, the son of Tommy Morrison, rest in peace. You know, we all know him from the obviously the Rocky movie. I know him more from the Rocky movie than his actual fights in boxing. But his son does not have the left hook of Morrison. But he has the name, and he got on television. Now, I'll tell you, I know the publicist of Trey Lippy Morrison, and he hit me up like maybe 3 years ago trying to get this guy on the show, and I always brushed him off because it's like, I just don't see it in this guy. And then they talked about it live on TV, how he's not even committed, how he likes to party. He didn't even look the part. His father was a white boy that fucking looked like he was like in the gym. He worked out. He had a big chest, nice shoulders. And like I said, powerful left hook. This guy, he's just got like the look of his father and tattoos. Like, I don't know, man. I just question him. And he hasn't fought anybody. Like the dude that he fought yesterday is what Eddie Hearns calls a tick over.
I mean, he's I don't see anybody that stands out in the resume, but he's had TKOs and KOs. So
yeah, I mean, again, he's got name. It's like Julio Cesar Chavez. Go through his resume, and you ain't going to see shit until he finally stepped up. It's like you got to build those guys up, especially when they got the pedigree. Pedigree doesn't necessarily mean skill, but having that name, someone's going to market it.
Definitely. I mean, some of these guys, though, wow.
Yeah, I bet you check those resumes.
Yeah.
They barely had winning records, bro.
Yeah, barely.
But I tell you, man, anybody that wants to take it serious, you could get a resume. You could get wins. You could get fights out there, But when it comes time to step up, are you what your resume says you are?
Man, yeah, I can't even say anything about his resume. He's still fighting guys. I mean, the guy with the best record was Ty Cobb, and I'm looking at this guy. He's 42 years old, and he looks like he barbecues every weekend. Yeah, definitely no.
So did we touch on all news and notes so we could go out to the fight?
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about the Rashidi and Mosquera fight. Anything else that we might have missed on the fights happening? I mean, Conlon and the British flag incident. I don't know if you got a whiff for that.
I didn't see that, but I did see the fight. But I was in and out, bro. It's like it was hard to stay with these things. And let me talk about this, all right? That app is not functional. It is not easy. Like, I won't lie. They do make it easy, but you have to wait for it to actually be live. Before the fights are live, you can't find it. If it's live, it's in the feature section.
You look under live and upcoming.
It's not I'm telling you, bro, it's difficult. And if you search boxing, then you only get the on-demand shit. It's just and then on the live and upcoming, you know what I got? I got the fucking undercards, weigh-ins, all this buildup. The corner to corner. They had another thing too. I think it's around the way.
Yeah, they had like a Spanish megacast.
Bro, it was so many things. Like one version of the fight had like
I put the link
screens.
I put the link in the group chat.
Yeah, bro. Believe me. Again, if it's not live at the moment, like I should be able to look up, spell the word Ramirez, and then see his fight and it say airing at 9 o'clock. Not find it at all. Like not have to wait till it's live. I just don't get it. They're making it very difficult. But at least they're giving us boxing every week. They got the next 2 weeks. They got boxing. Both Golden Boy and Top Rank on ESPN. So I mean, it is what it is. We have no switchboard. I mean, we have a switchboard. We don't have no sound bites. So shout out to El Camino for fully sponsoring the show for as long as they have. Head on over to elcaminoelectrical.com for all your electrical services and needs. We're going to go out to the phone lines. You know the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. Yo, if there's any super chats, I need you guys. I can't see anything, all right? All I can see, like I said, is half of Rob and all of Doomy.
Oh, man.
What a horrible fucking stroke of misfortune.
I know.
Only half of me and all of him.
How do I see the super chat here? Let me see.
In the YouTube chat.
In the YouTube chat. So let's go out to the phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241, or add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Make sure that you send a friend request so you can be part. Looks like we got, that should be, oh, fuck. Can't even do the intros. I mean, what up? I can't even do intros or 3 minutes. Oh, I could do 3 minutes here.
We running a raw dog today, fellas. No intros, no sound bites. Fucking mouse dying on that.
Yo, and I changed the batteries twice already. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm probably going to have to restart the whole computer, man.
Delete it.
I can't even play that.
Listen, shout out to TBV. This shit is like Frankenstein. Many incarnations, but we still surviving. Shout out to Mike. Bringing definitely a ill flavor to the show. Very balanced and just very, very down to earth. I get the feeling, Mike, you from where we from. So shout out to you, man. I love what you bring to the show. Yo, so Ness, that's why I'm always big on Amir Mansour. You know what I'm saying? Like cats that got that story, they go sit them down for 10 years, 15 years, and then they come back and they dedicate themselves to the sport. Like the same way you got behind old boy from LA that's in his new Contender series. And I wish I could remember his name because I want to show him due respect. But that's why, outside of all the technical attributes and the philosophies we appreciate, it's them stories that you get behind the cat. It'd be nice to see John Thompson back in the mix. You know, we rode that Brick City wave on him at 154. He was like the forgotten cat of the whole Boxino tournament when it was going down. So when he came up, I was proud. When he went over to the UK, he just looked kind of, you know what I'm saying, out of it. And I don't mean outclassed. I don't mean out of his league. I mean, he just looked, I don't know. He didn't look like the same fighter.
Deer in the headlights.
After seeing Liam Smith, yeah, I mean, maybe it was just the lights, man. I don't want to blame jet lag and all that other goofy shit, man. But
remember, he was chinny, too. He was chinny because he got knocked out before that fight by, I think, Frank Galarza knocked him out.
This is true. You know, but the irony of it, too, didn't Thompson and Adams fight? Because remember, Adams was in the he was in the Boxino twice.
Yeah, he beat Adams.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So a lot of good shit happening behind the scenes, man. But I don't want Oscar doing no more fucking. I ain't see the picture. I'm not going to see it. I don't want that motherfucker doing no announcements like that. The way y'all was describing that shit, man. I mean, the boy already got a history with him, man. This motherfucker, look, he was with Michael Jackson just looking over his shoulder and shit in the pool, some Frankini shit. Like, what's up with this guy?
And to be honest, you don't even know. You don't even know if he got on swimsuit because he in the pool, so you don't know what's going on.
Oscar, man, how what is the saying? How far the mighty have fallen, man. I mean, and the fucked up part is his promotion company ain't even that good for him to be doing this shit. Eric Gomez is really the if you want to call it that, no disrespect, he's the brains behind everything, but De La Hoya is like the third fucking best promotion. Clean break, that's my call. I'm out, fellas.
Third best promotion. I guess that's not, but that's not bad. There's a lot of other ones, right? Like if we really go in order, who's killing it? Well, we can't even put Heyman, right? Because he's not a promoter, unless we're gonna label him one.
I mean, right now, Top Rank Art is putting on the most shows and the most consistent shows. So, in my opinion, it'll be between Top Rank and probably Matchroom.
That's right. You got to put Matchroom in the mix.
Shout out to Mike Gross on the super chat.
That will be me doing me. Thank you. And shout out to Amin for recognizing the swag or whatever, bro. Thank you, man.
For real, for real.
100.
Robbie with his one-liners. Yo, oh shit. Wait. 256 225. Oh, I think I know who that is. I ain't sure yet. But I ain't got no fucking mouse, so I can't even check.
Damn.
Oh my God. I think that's I don't know, bro.
Please be UB from where was it?
Nah, UB's from Baltimore. We need
256 what?
225. That's Philly. That's Philly, but I think it's Rod from Philly.
No, man, you always talking about Philly's Alabama.
Oh shit.
Edward in Alabama.
Oh, why do I always get that confused? Go for it, Edward.
I don't know, man. It's all good. Hey, here's the thing about it is, man, I don't know. This Dana White, man, gets on my damn nerves. It's like for years you were burying boxing, talking all this shit. You get one taste of the money, and now you want to run over here and do shows with De La Hoya. I mean, come on, man. I'll watch the Canelo fight, I guess, if they set up a McGregor thing. But I don't know, man. I can't back nothing that De La Hoya does. He just gets on my nerves. He's weird. And like I said, Dana White just want to come get a piece of the pie that he's been salting for. Oh, boxing's dead. How many times did he say that? It's just like now you want to come and get part of it. And like you said, a mixed martial art boxing card, that would be stupid. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see nothing like that. But speaking on the Joshua Povetkin fight, if they're doing VADA testing, I think they just took away Povetkin's one chance of winning. Because I think everybody's betting on Povetkin being juiced up to win that fight. So, I mean, if he get, if Vada love to catch him slipping, they come in, he got some needles in his ass. It's like, damn, like, can you do something about this?
Yo,
so
if he tests positive
again,
if he tests positive again, bro, man, something has to happen for real.
There will be no rationale for him still boxing. When I see guys like, I forgot what his name was, the MM Fire get suspended for 5 years for smoking weed. I mean, so
Nate Diaz.
This dude sitting here keeps coming in. PD, Nate Diaz. Yeah,
his brother.
5-year suspension for something like that.
Yeah, no, his bigger brother got suspended, and it was crazy. It was crazy. It was so much. Even fighters were kind of rallying up to his cause because it was just stupid the way they suspended him for that long. For that. So it's like
look how that ended up. He still got suspended, man.
You compare it to something that's a lot more dangerous, right? Weed ain't doing shit for you. You know what I mean? An advancement in a fight. If anything, it's gonna.
There was a study that they said.
But the weed thing is a masking agent. That's the rumor behind it.
But they also said that marijuana can put you in a zone to where you're focused so well that. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like studies are out there that states this, man.
None of them are adopted by these VADA and Wakanda and all these bodies that do the test.
Did you say Wakanda?
Yeah, Wakanda.
Yeah, you did say Wakanda.
I did not say Wakanda.
You said Wakanda.
I think that's proof that smoking marijuana doesn't get you in a zone where you concentrate.
Honestly, I think that is false, Robbie. I think that's why I said send me the link, because I feel that way. Don't get me wrong. It is different for everybody, and there's obviously people that get like caught up in, the Twilight Zone. But I believe that the right people.
I'm gonna tell you right.
do get focused or stay focused. Go ahead, Edward.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. The only thing weed focused me to do is eat the most bags of Cheetos that I can find. So I don't. Hey, but you know.
Focused on them munchies.
No, you got orange fingers and shit.
I can honestly say that I have not rolled a paper without being high.
Yeah, I don't know how that. I don't know.
And
then again, you know, Povetkin's been.
Appreciate it.
Let him wrap it up. Go ahead, Edward. I'm sorry, man. We is that you?
Let me get off the phone. So
we talked about Cheetos and I got hungry.
I appreciate y'all I appreciate you with the new host. You know what I'm saying? It's about time you got a brother on here. I got tired of looking at weirdos like Robbie all the time. So.
Why? Come on.
All right, there, y'all.
It is up to the host, bro. I don't never let nobody go. It's up to the host to stay. Let's hope that Mike got that tough skin, man. We're gonna go out to the 404-644. I think 404 is
that's Charles from Atlanta, maybe.
Damn.
404-275?
Nah, it's 404-664.
Nah, this
it
Jason
is Atlanta.
This Jason.
Jason from Missouri.
Yeah, it's Atlanta. It's Jason. Yeah, yep.
All right. Oh,
hey, I had a question for you. I had a question for y'all. So when that boy Deontay Wilder came out and said he had the bag, and Anthony Johnson, I wish I could do it in my Reggie Miller voice with his ducking ass, didn't take that bag, and then Adrien Broner come out and get a $50 million 5-fight promotional deal. You think Floyd has something to do with that bag? Just a question to shoot out there. As soon as the $50 million gets taken off the table, the deal's not there no more.
Hell
Broner
no.
You don't think so?
Hell no. I don't think Floyd said, "Oh, let me invest $50 million in the biggest fight of the last 20 years," and then it was like, damn, my investment didn't turn out okay. Let me invest that same 50 in the Broner? Hell no, that shit ain't the same.
It was just $50 million laying around for your boy, though.
Laying around?
Hey, sell
ain't no such thing as $50 million, bro, laying around, homie.
Money laying around.
That's a big house.
He's spending $19 million watching this shit.
$19 million. I can't even believe it. Every time y'all say it, I still can't believe it. $19 million on a watch.
That's got to be like a fucking James Bond watch, right? Yeah. And lasers and fucking shit.
I hope that it at least doesn't depreciate. Like, I hope that he could give it or leave it to his son in like a safe deposit box in the future, and it's worth something.
He probably got one of those watches that you can actually GPS a helicopter right to you, and it'll land right where you at.
Oh yeah. The GPS joints.
Watches too.
The Breitlings come with those.
Yeah, well, that's my call, man. I appreciate it.
Yo, how that new Drake song go? He'd be like, this a rollie, not a stopwatch. It'll never stop. Something like that.
That perpetual.
Look at Rob. Yeah. He ain't even.
What's the
19 million, but can he tell the time?
Rob thumbs down the album.
I think that's just I don't know. I mean, look, to a guy who's made that much money, 19 million,
Nah, you crazy, bro. Listen to me. Think about this, okay? His guarantee was on like 100 or 120 for the McGregor, and you're gonna spend 20 of your guarantee on a watch that fall off your wrist, that could bang on the wall.
I mean,
I know there's
sounds like a cuckoo clock, man.
I know there's insurance for all that shit, but yeah, Rob, you're right. It sounds like a cuckoo clock.
That shit don't look like it got a GPS in it. That shit all diamonds. Like,
shit, since we're talking Floyd, let's talk a little more TMZ. How the fuck Granddaddy Floyd still getting women pregnant? Shout out to Granddaddy Floyd getting somebody pregnant almost 40 years younger than him.
He probably took one of those blue chews.
How the fuck you take a blue Viagra and still?
Nah, bro. They got some shit over the counter called Blue Chew. Ooh wee,
man.
Blue Chew.
I ain't no Blue Chew making your little man swim, cause how them 65-year-old swimmers make it?
Well, I mean, to be honest,
she got a blood test. Just FYI, she took a paternity test. She ain't playing no games.
Most boxers don't smoke and drink, right?
I know, right? So that sperm lasted forever.
Yeah,
my man been in shape all his life.
Yo, Floyd Senior still out there putting bitches in the stunner. Could you believe this shit?
I mean, how old is he? Like 55, 60?
65, the article says. 65. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I ain't even trying to big up my pops or nothing like that, but my pops look younger than Floyd Senior. Damn, his 65 look old. Who else got a 65-year-old?
He was a boxer, though, bro. Your pop boxed?
But
he got in there. He got in there with Charlie Zelenoff and gave it to him.
He did give it to Charlie Z, but Charlie was missing half a brain all his life.
It don't matter. He young as fuck.
That matters, though. That matters.
He was getting chipped.
That matters. Listen, let's go back out to the phone lines. We're going out to. I wonder if this info, Joe.
What's the number?
Oh, damn. 525? 310-525? 310-525? 310-525?
Play that.
Oh, no, shit. That's 510. Oh, no, it is 310-525. Hello, are you talking?
Yo.
It is info, Joe. I was right.
Ain't no show without info.
Yeah, Joe.
We ain't got no intro, Joe. My mouse died mid-show, and they don't want to connect. It said, fuck us.
You're telling the truth, Joe. You're telling the truth.
You know it. You know it, I know it, and they know it. There ain't no show without info. Joe in the building, LA in the house. Hey, man, that's what I wanted to say last week, man. I don't want to speak on too much of the topic, though. You know what my biggest fear with the AJ and Wilder fight is? We both seen that they're vulnerable. AJ is vulnerable, and Wilder is vulnerable. I'm a Wilder fan, but I got to admit, I did see him get clipped by Molina and get hurt by Ortiz. We seen Joshua get clipped, and we seen him go down. My biggest fear is for both of them to lose out on all this money. Both of them are subject to lose before they fight if they wait too long, and they're going to lose out on a whole lot of money that they could have had, because it's going to lose its lackluster.
Yo, Joshua ain't losing, man. Why you think
AJ?
Why you think Eddie making sure that dude got to do VADA? Because he ain't coming in there buff. They gonna catch him right now, right while he hot. He can't.
Yo, you know it, and I know it. In the heavyweight division, anybody can get clipped.
Okay, so name one.
We never thought Molina would clip Wilder, did we?
All right, so name one knockout that wasn't questioned on Povetkin's resume. Almost every.
Actually, none of them, because he's been taking.
No, that's what I'm saying.
True.
Almost all the knockouts immediately after the fight, he tested positive. So it's like,
man, do you think they can give a fuck about some VADA?
Hell yeah, he gonna give a fuck.
Well, yeah, because he's making that money with that.
No,
look at this.
Let me tell you why he gonna give a fuck, Joe. Because he already lost that $5 million payday with Deontay Wilder. That's just still in litigations. Deontay won, then they said they went to appeal. So I don't know. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna want to do that shit with Joshua too. At the end of the day, he a fighter. He's still going to camp.
Right.
He's still going to camp, even though he cheated. I always give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. Like I don't want to think the motherfucker doing an 8, 10, 12-week camp and cheating, risking it. Like that's like gambling. That's Russian roulette. I ain't putting all that work in doing 1,000 sit-ups a day to cheat and get caught.
Especially when you got VADA on your ass.
Exactly.
True.
You got VADA. You can't play no fucking games.
That's right. Hey, man, I just hope I'm wrong. I hope it don't happen.
It's real. The danger's real, though, Joe.
This fight, huh?
I said the danger is real. I mean, like you said. I mean, of course, we're all gonna. We're all gonna think that the AJ's gonna win this, but
it was supposed to just be a in between fight. And if he would have had enough of anything left, he could have clipped Wilder again. We never thought that Molina could clip Wilder like that.
But Molina always showed pop. Molina always showed pop. If you go back to the first time we ever seen him was with versus Chris Arreola, Mexican versus Mexican. He caught Chris in the first round, almost put him out.
Yeah, AJ did beat him more convincingly, though.
He also had fights to watch.
AJ really smashed him.
True.
He had him and Rob McCracken had plenty of tape to review.
Well, that deletes his power.
Hey, man, shout out to TBV.
the voice of the people. There is no equal. That's my call. And shout out to the new host, man. I hope you do the most. Peace.
Straight up.
Getting that love. Let's go out to Scorsese. Being lazy. Babysitting his baby.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
We hear all the crackling in the background.
Yeah, I was moving.
Yo, what host was it that said the crack? Oh, that was Georgie. If the crackling has a baby monkey in the bottom of the sea. Yo, what's wrong with Georgie?
Oh, yeah, the crackling. He said the crackling.
Weirdo, the crackling. Good. Scorsese, I'm going to put the clock for you. We ain't going to interrupt you. Maybe.
Yo, Gilberto Ramirez. Get that trash ass shit up out of here, ESPN. Top rank. Look, man, I normally don't have no hopes for Triple G, or I want to see Triple G fight Charlo and all these people and all them middleweights. But I would give all that shit up if he just moved up after this fight and knocked the fuck out Gilberto Ramirez for me. And Bob Arum and his whack ass shit he keep putting on. Like, I would substitute never seeing Charlo Triple G, never seeing Jacobs Part 2, never seeing Billy Joe Triple G, just for this man just to say 8 pounds up and let me knock out this motherfucker that got the. Is he not one of the least respectable champions out there, and what Top Rank doing with him? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, in that division, who's the top? George Groves? It's a weak division. It's a weak division. Like,
why he can't even fight a Eubank or anybody? They don't fight nobody with this dude, man. And he just getting worse. It's so hard to watch.
But what top ranked champion not named Terrence Crawford fight somebody, bro?
But still, though, man, I'm just Triple G. Go, please, bro. I'm bet y'all leave him alone. When y'all hear the word Charlo, and don't even ask for the fight. Do yourself a favor and watch Gilberto Ramirez get railroaded. Why Triple G make about $3 million and fight him on HBO? Maybe pay-per-view. Do yourself. Maybe be free to you. Just please put him in that direction. I want to see this dude get knocked the fuck out. I'm tired of these. Every fighter here is whack as shit. Everything whack. You used to think he gonna be some Top Rank, just done, man. They done put the baby to bed. I'm sleepy every time. Far as these Canelo, what's the title? I just turned from it. Something about Oscar talking about how Canelo gonna knock dude out. Man, maybe he do, man. I'm hoping on that fight saving the back end of this year, because it look a little dry for me. Like, Crawford ain't gonna have a good opponent. Spence ain't gonna have a good opponent. Charlo ain't gonna have a good opponent. More like neither one of them gonna have good opponents, it seems like. So it's like a lot of people out there gonna have dry schedules, and so I'm hoping Canelo Golovkin gives some more steam on me than it had the first time around. But that's my call. I'm out.
Surdo.
Man, shout out to him for being passionate.
I'm getting messages from our new associate producer, the Bobs.
What are you talking about?
I have no clue what they mean here. Saying yeah, I get it. He says she stay focused. That's on that weed. See, Rob think everybody get unfocused.
I told you, man.
Let's go out to the 832-593, 832-593. Oh, that's NO, right? NO. No? New Orleans?
Whoa.
What up?
What's good, man?
What's up, baby?
That name, nothing, bro. See, bro, I'm just too. Well, what's good? Well, fill me in on what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been driving and shit. I couldn't really pay attention. And I knew, I'm always about that boxing post there about what's going on.
Well, we got the AJ and Povetkin VADA testing, and also we have the Oscar De La Hoya announcement. Also, we have the Adrien Broner $50 million so-called deal, and we had like a bunch of other news and notes. But those are like the main three.
So you mean to tell me? All right, but you mean to tell me Adrien Broner getting $10 million out of the fight? The fight who? Who are you gonna make $10 million out of the fight? Who else you gonna fight? Jesse Ballers again? There ain't no $10 million out of the fight. You're not gonna fight nobody tough. Not no big welterweight and nothing. We gonna fight at 140. My man Reeves. I mean, that's my little round right there. But $10 million, like that don't make sense. What is a movie deal involved or something?
It said it's a movie deal involved.
What's going on?
Man, I don't know how they pulling this off. Listen,
Come on, man. I don't know.
I don't think it's official yet, but it's some fishy comments and fishy, you know, I don't know. It's some stuff that it got us not necessarily saying it isn't true.
Well, listen, who we gonna fight to generate? He ain't never had a pay-per-view fight.
I have
who he beat? Who Broner beat? All right, man, we can get on with that, man. But look, hashtag, man, Wilder Fury, man. That's a new fight. That's a real heavyweight fight, man. I'm pushing for that, man. I'm boycotting the Joshua fight. I want the Fury fight to pop off next, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the new heavyweight fight we need to get behind, man. We need to start doing shows about that fight. The Joshua fight that's big, they ain't gonna have in 2020. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even stressing on that no more, man. Let's move forward, man. And hopefully the rest of these guys, bro, I hope it don't be a dry year like you know what I'm saying? Like the end of the year, like the other callers saying. Hopefully we can get some good fights and just pop out the sky for us, you know what I'm saying? But that's my call, Ness. We gotta keep it pumping, man. Hashtag Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Fury, man. The Gypsy King and the Brian Bomber. Let's go, man.
Shout out to NO, third coast representative, baby, all day long.
Thanks for calling in, brother.
And just quickly, just saying it, like that Instagram little feed we got on the pre-production chat. It really says that, you know, Gervonta says it's cap. So if he says it's cap, he's saying it's a lie.
Yeah, man, he capping, bro. Like he
but that's your interpretation of the slang too.
No, because if I say, yo, that's a big cap, like, yo, you know what I mean? That's a big lie. If I say it's not cap, that means it's not a lie. So we know cap is lie. So it depends what you put behind it.
Y'all know what capping mean?
No, I know cap is lying.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he
didn't say cap in. He said Adrien Broner is cap.
Man, these kids these days, they take our slang and they just chop it in half.
Yeah, it's a lie. I mean, come on, B. Like my man just said, who just called in, like, who the hell he fighting for this money? Is there a movie deal involved? Like, damn.
Yo, so no motherfucking mouse, so no outro. So it's early night. Cause
you about to beat
everybody sleeping from last night. Yeah. Top rank better get him a fight. Cause Score says he don't think it's right. He'd rather Triple G move up and beat him to the gut. Yo, I'm your host, NSGTO. We had a slow week, but TBV is still here. So show your love and support by pressing that thumbs up button. Future, present, past, doesn't matter. Head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to show support. Make sure that this show stays on because it is a fan-driven show. Without you, we wouldn't be here. It won't be possible. Shout out to the new host. And we got another new host. Also, we'll be making a what do we call that? I forgot.
A debut.
Debut. The word escapes me. Also, we'll be making a debut. And we're shaking things up. Sangre nueva, which means new blood. So don't be afraid. Submit those resumes. Let's see what we got. We need to get some new blood in here and mix it up. What's that show on ESPN? Was it Around the Horn? We're gonna get a couple people here. Do it
Around the Horn.
Yeah, Around the Horn style, baby. You know what I mean? We got our UK guy. He just got to get the cat to let go of his tongue, and then we'll be all good.
Hey, talk about interesting fights.
Next week we got Jose Ramirez, right?
Yep.
That's the only thing that I've seen that stuck out.
Showcase John?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bob trying to get him a fight.
Danny O'Connor.
Both him and then next week you got Progress having a Christmas present too.
Present. And they just announced that the Manny Pacquiao and Lucas fight was going to be on Box Nation, so that's a good sign, right?
It is a good sign, man. The better sign would be someone to write a story saying that Lucas received his guaranteed $2 million.
Didn't Manny say something about Bob being old and not to listen to him or something?
Oh, so he's saying Bob sabotaging shit?
Right, he's just saying don't listen to him because Bob was saying he's not sure this is going to happen, didn't he?
Oh, Manny, right? Manny said that shit.
Yes, yeah. And we've had undercard information as well now, so it's all pointing in the right direction at least.
I believe
not necessarily in the right direction. Anybody that has the ESPN Plus app, it seems like we are going to be recommending it more and more. There's a show on there called In This Corner with Chris Mannix and Lou DiBella, Keith Idek, and I forgot the guy's name from
Chris Mannix.
No, I said that one. I forgot the guy's name from the New York Post, but they are discussing this very topic, and they said that probably not going to happen.
Also, Darren Raphael.
I'm sorry, but they said, and if it does, that there's a strong possibility Manny would do this fight based off pride and not make any money just to make it happen. The fight's 2 weeks out, and since the airing of that show, Golden Boy still has only received $500,000 and is owed 1.5 for the guarantee of $2 million.
Also, Dan Raphael has a show on ESPN Plus called In This Corner that comes on weekly, and the show that Ness was talking about comes on twice a month.
Well, Dan's is called The Boxing Beat.
The Boxing Beat.
He's trying to sound as much as our name as possible, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking around, bro. No outro, so we really can't leave because normally, like, the song is indicating.
Let's see if I got it done.
We're still here talking, and we're still giving because there's no. Rob, you got to start it off. You got to start saying your social media, that your fights, tell everybody how it's 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Yo, Rob a super chat personally to Rob. He's staying like up. You know what I mean? He's up.
Man.
Hey guys, for you UK guys, he is your Sir Lancelot. Like, give him some fucking love. The dude needs at least a bottle of water. He's out there, in the hot sun every day.
I need a soundboard. That's what I need. A soundboard. Get me a.
How much does a soundboard cost?
Well, the app is like
$50,
£50 pounds, UK pounds. So even more.
It converts to 50 pounds?
Yeah, man. And just a little mixer because I got to start battling and competing with soundboard.
I have a soundboard, but my friend Ness doesn't come over and help me.
Blame it on the rain.
They don't want me to. They don't want me with a soundboard, guys.
You better get your ass on YouTube.
I'm about to.
Get on the rain
again.
Don't cry.
But yeah, follow.
Go right ahead, Robbie.
Yeah, man.
You got to blame it on something.
I'm gonna hit you with the.
Maybe Russia.
Oh, hello. This is a different one.
Okay. My name is Robbie. I'm from the UK. You already know my social media every day. I say it anyway.
I ain't even gonna try. I'll be about as good at that as AJ is.
No, I wish I had the soundboard to play. I love AJ's rap though.
Be from the East Coast, Ness. Your rapping sucks.
Yo, I'm not even trying, bro. Like,
look at I'm not even trying. Okay.
Why, bro? It would be crazy.
That's in the Counting Crows.
You got bars over there.
Bars. The only bars I hit sell alcohol. But yeah, follow me, UK Rob, TBV, Instagram and Twitter. Again, we're getting close to 76,000 subscribers and 60 million views. So do your bit, people.
Hit that subscribe button.
Next, do me, whoever, Mike.
I don't got nobody on the beatbox, but you know what I mean?
You can still do it. It's still the same.
Okay. Yeah, do me on the beat.
Oh, no, just here we go.
Why my beat sound like Billie Jean? This shit's like boom.
Yeah, it did. Like a slow ass Billie Jean. Now look, man, we got VADA testing going on for these two guys. Final thought on the VADA.
Come on, David. Do some bars, man. You're the whitest one here.
Listen, I am a little pale.
The Honduran Eminem.
Malibu's most wanted.
I'm gonna have to rap in Spanish for y'all.
Malibu's most
Damn, Mike got me. Talking about I wear a visor, a volleyball visor all day. Nah,
you got now.
B Rabbit.
But doing a final thought on what we just spoke about, man. VADA testing for this fight is I think huge. It kind of takes away any doubt in Povetkin's case, since he's been popped so many times, and any dirt that was thrown on AJ, I guess a little bit got dusted off now that he's also a part of this program, even though he's already it will be, even though he's already been a part of UCADA, like my man Rob defends him so passionately. But like I said, it's good for the sport.
Then you're my hero.
Come on, come on, Factor 50 Cent, spit it out.
And then you have my man Zurdo in his fight. We talked about all this stuff. You know what I mean? I got to see some of his angles, so can't wait to see him with somebody tougher to see if he's really top of the echelon, or he's just, you know, kind of getting by fighting these guys that are not as leveled up as the ones that he wants to fight. And for my opinion, round of the year as of right now is Zappa and Alex Saucedo. Right now, as of right now, this is the round of the year. So if there's anybody else who's going to beat it, man, you better beat it good, because it's going to be hard to, you know, take away the action or overdo the action that was on that round with these two guys. Real gruesome, real ugly, real bloody, but they entertained the crowd. Shout out to them.
Yo. First thing first, shout out to all the fans. Y'all are who we do it for. I go by the name Mike, a.k.a. MG, a.k.a. Mr. Finance, a.k.a. at your mama house.
Damn, at your mama house.
You know what I'm saying? You can follow me. Well, you know what? Don't even follow me, man. Just catch me in the streets. All right.
Oh. Whoa.
That's how it be, man, sometimes.
If I'm not your
mama's
house
on the show, I drop my social media and I drop my last name. How about that?
You said what? You said what?
Next time I'm on the show, I'll drop my last name and my social media.
Next time you probably be making the official debut, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get my banner tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I am your host, Nestor. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NSGTO. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, hitting the thumbs up button is the best way to support all of us here by helping with the visibility of the show. Drop us a 5-star review on iTunes. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You want to hit that notification bell. We're really on fire with the morning shows, and that won't stop. So, you know, you want to be a part of that every morning so you can rock out, get your TBV and your coffee on your commute to work or your early morning workouts, whatever you do in the morning, you know?
What time are we scheduled for tomorrow morning?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. or 8:30?
Depends what kind of coffee's brewed.
I mean, if you got that you know, that dark roast.
Nah, but I mean, I'll be up before that. Like, you know, we're gonna be chopping it up before, as always.
I know me. I really don't sleep.
Mike don't sleep, man.
You know,
Mike's on call 24/7.
Damn near. It's always cause, man, and boxing, man, it's like always something breaking. Like there's no set schedule for anything.
No,
so something can break at any time.
Right.
With y'all being 5 hours ahead. It really benefits me getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It's always something's always dropping. There's always.
It is. Yo, sometimes I'll be wanting to go live like at 5 and 4:30 in the morning because it'd be. I see shit drop and I'll be up. I'm like, damn, I would probably just be waking up like fuck, and I gotta wait all the way till 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I'll send Nez something and it's like stupid o'clock over there. And
boy, Mark. It was that Mark.
You guys are my alarm.
Is that Mark? Yeah, it is Mark. Mark, email me, baby. Oh, it's too late to add you, Mark. We got to go. You know, Rob is about to fall asleep in his chair.
Damn.
All right, so that's it. That's the problem with not having an intro. I mean, yeah, we're just here, yo. We out. I gotta go to the movies or something. I can't even hit. Let me see. I hope I could turn it off and move this.
Yo, you gotta have a backup mouse next time, though.
All right, we're outie.